What is up, guys? Star Wars Only here, and today we're going to talk about the alternative endings that we had for Rogue One, the alternative scenes that we never got, and different story ideas that were going to happen but did not make it into final production or even writing because of, different complications, and also the fact that we don't have any deleted scenes. And let me go ahead and start off with the deleted scenes. I have all the quotes here and everything. Deleted scenes were supposed to come out in the Blu-ray, but there weren't any, and the director of Rogue One, Gareth Edwards, says, "There's not an individual scene that you can drag and drop and put on a Blu-ray. There are little things that would come and go during the process of post-production, but they're not scenes. They're more moments within the scenes or single shots. So it's impossible to be able to do that, and that's why the decision was made." And so I get his point. They didn't really film a scene that they were like, oh, well, we don't need it, we're just going to delete it. They filmed some shots that they believed in that. Like the scene where, or the shot where you see Krennic saying to Vader, "Do you understand the power we have here," and whatnot. That was taken out, and it's just a single shot. It's not really a scene. And same with Saul Guerrero going like, "What will you become?" and whatnot. "Save the rebellion, save the dream," stupid shit like that. That was in it, but it was a shot. It wasn't an actual scene by itself. So it's I understand people's frustration on not having a deleted scenes, but you also have to understand they didn't really film anything that was going to be a deleted scene. They didn't film a scene and go, "You know what, we don't want that in the movie, we'll cut it and put in deleted scenes." They never filmed anything like that, which is smart on their part because they're not wasting any money on filming extra stuff that they don't need to. But it's disappointing from a fan point of view because you want to see those deleted scenes. They're always interesting, and no matter what movie you're watching. But to be fair, Star Wars hasn't really been known for much for its amazing deleted scenes. I like the ones from like A New Hope. There's some in Empire Strikes Back. I can't remember any from Return of the Jedi, but there's some scenes there's some deleted scenes that I'm just kind of like, they're okay, but they're nothing like impactful and that I really cared about. Like the Force Awakens deleted scenes weren't anything special in my opinion. So there's also alternative endings and alternative things that could have happened. Originally, a lot of the characters were supposed to die. Let me just give you the quote here from a screenwriter, Gary Witha, whatever the hell his name is. He's a screenwriter for Rogue One. He said the original instinct was that they would all die. He's talking about the main characters. That's what we always wanted to do, but we never explored it because we were afraid that Disney and Lucasfilm might not let us do it, that Disney might think it's too dark for a Star Wars movie or for their brand. But they kind of convinced him. He said, "We told them we feel they all need to die." And Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy and everyone else said, "Go for it." We finally got the ending that we wanted. So originally they were supposed to have a lot of the characters live. A good half of them, I believe. I know Jyn and Cassian were going to live, but K2 was always going to die. K2 always died, he said. Witha said, what the hell his name is, let's call him Gary. Jyn did survive. Cassian also survived. There was a lot of casualties on both sides in both versions of the scripts. So, I mean, I'm kind of okay with that, them killing off all the characters. I understand, you want some of your favorite characters to live, but like I've said in my review of this movie, there wasn't that much of a connection between any of the characters, so when they all died at the end, it was like, okay, well, fuck you too, I guess. It really doesn't matter. It was nothing, so, but it's kind of nice to hear that some of them were going to live, especially Jyn and Cassian, especially if they became a couple. And there's also a different start to the movie originally, and that was going to be Jyn's mom was going to be a Jedi, and her father wasn't going to be the Death Star constructor or whatever the guy was, the builder of it, basically. And so Gareth Edwards said the prologue at one point a long time ago was going to be the Empire coming to kill the Jedi, and Jyn's mom was going to be a Jedi. And it basically would have been the same thing as, kind of the Star Killer story where, Vader or the Empire comes to kill Jedi in front of him, and then they become a war orphan, like a child of war and whatnot. So that, shit happens, I guess. I'm kind of glad they didn't go that route because, like he said, the whole movie would have been focused on basically, and people would have been speculating the whole time if Jyn Erso was a Jedi or not, which would have been really annoying. I personally think they should have made, Donnie Yen's character, Truett, or something like that. I feel like they personally should have made him a Jedi, like, at the end, just reveal that he was one, but he still dies. That would have been kind of cool in my opinion, but that's alright. I felt like it was just a waste of his martial arts ability. But no, I agree that they should have cut the Jedi thing, and in order to make it a little more impactful, they made it where her dad's the director of the Death Star. Well, another thing that happened was there was supposed to be a scene basically where Krennic survived the blast, which is why this scene did not happen, because it's stupid that he would survive a Death Star blast. But there was supposed to be a scene where he would, go up and survive and everything, look all shitty and whatnot and dead basically, and still survive and think he's gonna live, and then Vader would kill him. So I think that would have been really cool. I personally think they should have kind of rewritten that and make it where he actually escaped the planet and then went to the Death Star and whatnot and kind of like charged in and bursted in on Tarkin and was like, "You're about to kill me" or something like that, and then Vader interrupts him and it's like, "You failed me" and whatnot, and kill him. So I think that would have been kind of cool, but I understand they cut it, and I mean, shit happens. It was more symbolic for him to die by his own creation instead of him dying at the hands of Vader. So I understand that. So what do you guys think? This is all the stuff that I basically have for today on the alternative endings and beginning and whatnot, and the deleted scenes and all the news about that. So what do you guys think? Would you like to see more deleted scenes? Would you like to see Jyn Erso's mom as a Jedi and Vader kill Krennic? And would you like to see the main cast, a lot of them survive? I don't really care either way. I think the movie was completely fine and a solid Star Wars standalone movie. So comment your thoughts below. I will see you guys next time. May the Force be with you always.